Have you ever noticed how the future always seems to come with a massive price tag? For the last decade, we have been told that the electric vehicle revolution is here, but for most everyday people, that revolution has felt like an exclusive club with a very expensive cover charge. You see these incredible silent machines gliding down the street, and you think to yourself that maybe one day, when you win the lottery, you can finally join the club. But what if I told you that the velvet rope is finally being unhooked? Welcome back to Crownline Reviews, the channel where we get behind the wheel of the world's most fascinating cars and tell you exactly what they're like to live with. Today we are looking at a car that might just be the most important vehicle of the year for the average family. Sitting right here in this gorgeous minimalist glass showroom bathed in cool natural light is the brand new 2026 BYD Atto 2. Before we dive into the stunning details of this specific car, we need to talk about legacy and evolution. If you are a car enthusiast, you already know that BYD, which stands for Build Your Dreams, has been on an absolute tear globally. A few years ago, they launched the Atto 3, a slightly larger family SUV that completely disrupted the market. It proved that an affordable electric car did not have to feel like a cheap, hollow plastic appliance. The Atto 3 was quirky, it was comfortable, and it offered incredible battery technology for the price. But people wanted something even more compact, something easier to park in tight city streets, and something even more accessible to the first-time electric car buyer. That is exactly where this Atto 2 steps in. It takes all the lessons learned from its older sibling, fixes some of the overly quirky design choices, and packages it into a sharp, sophisticated, and highly desirable compact footprint. It stays true to the heritage of offering massive value, but it feels like it has grown up significantly in the styling department. Just look at this thing sitting here. I want you to really take in the visual presence of this specific Atto 2. The color is absolutely mesmerizing. It is this liquid metallic silver that catches the showroom lights and drapes over the body lines like a tailored suit. It does not look like a budget-friendly runabout. It looks premium, almost European in its execution. The front end is a massive leap forward for the brand's design language. You have the BYD lettering sitting proudly across the sleek, closed-off grille area, but it is the lighting signature that completely steals the show. Notice those headlights. They are incredibly sharp and aggressive, featuring these striking illuminated LED daytime running lights that drop down like glowing fangs into the gloss black lower bumper vents. It gives the car a face that is confident and modern, without being overly aggressive or angry. It is a friendly face, but one that clearly belongs in the year 2026. Moving around to the side profile, you can see how BYD has masterfully blended the sleekness of a hatchback with the rugged appeal of a crossover SUV. Look down at those wheels. They are a fantastic two-tone design featuring 5 thick machined silver spokes with blacked-out aero inserts. These are not just for show. Those black inserts help the car slice through the air more efficiently, which means you get more driving range out of every single charge. Wrapping around those wheels and running along the bottom of the doors is this chunky, black plastic cladding. This is a brilliant design choice because it visually lifts the car, making it look taller and more adventurous, while also protecting the paint from stray shopping carts or gravel kicked up on a dirt road. Top, you have these subtle silver roof rails that perfectly match the paint, adding a touch of utility if you ever want to strap a bike or a kayak to the roof. The whole package is incredibly cohesive, and honestly, it looks far more expensive than it actually is. Now let us talk about what happens when you open the door and step inside. While we cannot see the full interior from this angle, knowing BYD and having spent time in their latest models, the cabin of the Atto 2 is designed to be a sanctuary. Imagine sliding into seats wrapped in high-quality, sustainable vegan leather that feels softer than some luxury cars I have tested. BYD is famous for their massive, rotating central touchscreen. With the touch of a button, the screen physically spins from a horizontal landscape mode, which is great for watching movies while you charge, to a vertical portrait mode, which is absolutely perfect for reading navigation maps. It is a party trick, sure, but it is genuinely useful. The ambient lighting in these cars is usually spectacular, pulsing gently and changing colors to match your mood or your music. It is a space that feels welcoming, whether you are a tech-obsessed teenager or a grandparent who just wants a comfortable, easy-to-read display. Underneath the floorboards of this silver beauty lies the true magic of BYD, the Blade Battery. If you're new to electric cars, battery talk can sound like a foreign language, so let me explain it simply. Imagine a traditional car battery as a box full of fragile round batteries packed tightly together. If one gets damaged, it can be a problem. BYD's Blade Battery, however, is shaped like long, flat blades that slide into the car's frame like books on a shelf. This design is incredibly strong, making the car safer in a crash, and it uses a different chemical makeup that is far less likely to overheat. It is one of the safest, most durable batteries on the planet. For the Atto 2, you can expect a real-world driving range of around 250 to 280 miles on a single charge. For the average person who drives maybe 30 miles a day to work and back, that means you might only need to plug this car in once a week. It completely eliminates that range anxiety we all used to worry about. But what is it actually like to drive? When you press the start button, there is no engine roar, no vibration through the steering wheel. There's just a pleasant little chime and you are ready to go. Pulling out of a dealership like this and merging onto a busy road, the Atto 2 feels incredibly effortless. Electric motors give you all of their power instantly. You do not have to wait for gears to shift or an engine to rev up. When you press the pedal, the car just glides forward on a smooth, silent wave of torque. It is not a neck-snapping sports car, and it does not try to be. It is tuned for comfort and predictability. The suspension is soft enough to soak up potholes and broken city streets, making it feel like you are driving on a thick pair of comfortable sneakers. The steering is light, which makes parallel parking in tight spaces an absolute breeze. It is the kind of car that lowers your heart rate after a long, stressful day at work. Let us talk directly to you for a second. I know a lot of you watching might be on the fence about making the jump to electric. You might be wondering about the reality of ownership. What is it actually like to live with the Atto day in and day out? The truth is, it requires a slight shift in your habits, but it is a shift for the better. If you have a driveway or a garage where you can install a simple home charger, your life gets incredibly easy. You come home, plug the car in just like you plug in your smartphone before bed, and every single morning you wake up with a full tank of electricity. You never have to stand outside in the freezing cold or the pouring rain at a gas station ever again. And the running costs, they are a fraction of what you would pay for gasoline. Plus, because there is no engine oil to change, no spark plugs to replace, and no complex transmission to service, your yearly maintenance bills drop dramatically. It is a car that respects your wallet long after you drive it off the lot. However, here at Crownline Reviews, we promise you absolute honesty, which means we have to talk about the trade-offs. No car is perfect, and the Atto 2 has a few things you need to consider. First, while home charging is a dream, relying solely on public fast chargers can still be a bit of a headache depending on where you live. If you live in an apartment without dedicated charging, owning any electric car, including this one, requires planning and patience. Secondly, while the infotainment screen is massive and beautiful, BYD's software can sometimes feel a little bit cluttered. There are a lot of menus and sub-menus to dig through to find simple settings like the heated seats or the climate control adjustments. It takes a week or two of learning to really get comfortable with it. Finally, at highway speeds, because there is no engine noise to mask the outside world, you do hear a bit more wind rustling around the mirrors and tire noise from the road than you might in a more expensive luxury car. So, who is the 2026 BYD Atto 2 really for? If you are a hardcore driving enthusiast looking for a car to take to the racetrack on weekends, this is not your vehicle. You should look elsewhere, perhaps at something with a stiffer suspension and a louder badge. But if you are a young professional looking for your first new car, a small family needing a safe and spacious daily driver, or someone looking to downsize into a vehicle that is incredibly cheap to run and easy to park, the Atto 2 is an absolute home run. Democratizes the electric vehicle experience, takes the premium feel, the advanced safety tech, and the smooth, silent drive of cars that cost twice as much, and packages it into a vehicle that everyday people can actually afford. As I stand here looking at this silver Atto 2, reflecting the lights of this beautiful showroom, I cannot help but feel optimistic about the future of driving. We are finally entering an era where making the smart, economical, and environmentally friendly choice does not mean you have to drive a boring, ugly penalty box. This car has style, it has substance, and it has the power to change the way millions of people commute every single day. It is a testament to how fast the automotive world is moving, and it is a clear warning shot to the traditional automakers that they need to step up their game. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If you found this deep dive helpful, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more honest, real-world reviews of the cars that actually matter to you, make sure you subscribe. We have a lot more incredible vehicles coming up very soon. Until next time, remember that the best car in the world isn't the most expensive one. It's the one that makes your daily life just a little bit better. This has been Crownline Reviews, and we will see you down the road.